gentlemen, boys and girls, I just want to thank you all for coming today to help celebrate this wonderful day with Sarah and Adrian. First of all, I'd like to thank the bridesmaids for being there for Sarah on their special day, and how beautiful they look too. I'm not surfing. Ferocious. You just see her there. Now, doesn't Adrian look rather stunning today? He's actually made a real effort for once. But yeah, he still doesn't outshine Sarah, who looks even more amazing. Now I have to say, I feel a little bit nervous, because Adrian's made me a promise. If I do a good job of being his best man today, I can be his best man at his next wedding day. Sorry. For all those who don't know me, I'm Richard, and I'm one of the best men, or Ricky. I get called different things. Ricky. I have to say a big thank you to Adrian, first of all, for giving me the honour of being your best man, and for allowing me to make fun of him on his wedding day. Now, Adrian's asked me not to mention about any ex-girlfriends. Don't worry, that's only shortened the speech by about 3 seconds. However, I'll mention his boyfriends instead. Maybe not. I've known Adrian for many years, and we've had some great times together. And it was really difficult to decide on what to talk about. Adrian's has always been part of our family. When my sister would let us down, we could be sure to rely on Adrian to be there to take her place. On the Strawhorn outings. Yeah, that's my surname. Yeah. However, Adrian, I think that's a sponsored dress back now. I could tell you about the time Adrian was nearly arrested in Hull for indecent exposure. But I'll let Adrian explain that one at the bar. But if anyone wants to buy me a drink, JD and Kirk, I'm anybody's. I will quote what the actual police officer shouted out of his van at Adrian. If I catch you doing that again, I'll arrest you and you'll spend a night in the cell. Adrian replied, in a high-pitched, stuttering voice, sorry. With a wave of his hands and his head down in shame. You were a little bit early then.
Yeah, sorry, you delayed too early.
What goes on tour generally sort of stays on tour. But I can say most of you didn't get to see Adrian dressed up on his stag do. But fear not. I brought our star guest along. It gives me immense pleasure in presenting Adrian Fisher, Lady Adi.
You've got to see this.
The reason why I hasn't called you Adrian, well, Lady Adi, is because I'm playing it cool. Now, does anybody want to hear how we saved mankind from the zombie apocalypse?
Of course we do. Yes.
Tell us more. When going for our training, we're introduced to the zombie nicknamed Sexy, which took a rather unnatural liking to Adrian. At that point, Sexy Zombie's friends came out to play. It was chaos. We were all in a blind state of panic. Everyone immediately forgot their weaponry training, and those who did stand their ground quickly realised they hadn't received their ammo yet, and ran off, leaving Adrian to fend for himself. He was a brave man. Adrian, he's a brilliant guy who's understanding, funny, intelligent, good looking, reliable, amazing writer, and it's really bad, this, isn't it? Chat up lines. I have to say, when it came to chatting up women, we're all a bit rubbish about it. However, because of Adrian's charming looks and great personality, we would tell the ladies that he was Jim from American Pie. And at that moment, Adrian would perform his famous American Pie dance. And he's going to demonstrate for that for us now.
Hello, you're Jim from American
Well, okay, maybe later. Lads' holidays involve lots of drinking, eating, and generally going a bit wild. I remember one holiday in particular when Adrian was there just for me, and that was in Felleraki. We booked to go diving. It was an early start, and Adrian was seriously hungover that morning. He was an absolute wreck. Despite his reluctance of getting up because he was feeling particularly unwell, he persevered and made it onto the coach. About 5 minutes into the journey, his usual rosy cheeks had turned green. At that point, Adrian turned around to me and said, "I need to get off this coach." And I replied, as such a good friend I was, "You're not going anywhere, because I want to go diving today, and I'm not going on my own." At that point, Adrian closed his eyes and prayed he would make it. Adrian was like a man of steel. He kept his illness at bay, stayed strong, calm, and when we finally arrived at the port, Adrian was such a gentleman and allowed everyone off the coach before him. At which point, he was instantly sick. It looked like strawberry McDonald's milkshake. Oh. Enjoy meals. Afterwards, things turned out well. We had a beautiful time together, swimming with the fish and having sex on the beach. Cocktails. I love you, Adrian. Hope you love me too. I have a few messages to read out from people who couldn't be here today. We wish you all the best for the future, love and happiness. We really miss you, Adrian, and hope you don't forget about us. Love from the girls from the Pleasure Palace. Your American Pie dance rocks. As you know, Adrian's an amazing writer and has had numerous of publications with Game magazine. And we have a special message from them today. Congratulations, Adrian and Sarah, on your wedding day. Please stop writing to us and give everyone else a chance. From the lovely guys from Game magazine. Adrian, you're a lucky guy to marry Sarah. She's beautiful, sweet, smart, funny, warm, loving and caring, and deserves a good husband. So thank God you found the precaution mode. I'm going to be serious now. Alright. On a more serious note, Adrian and Sarah, you're the two most beautiful, wonderful, loving people I've ever had the pleasure in knowing my life. I'm so proud to be here on your wedding day. And as I said on New Year's Eve, when the clock struck 12, I couldn't think of a better way of celebrating 2014 than being here on your wedding day. I love you. Anyway, I can see you're all getting really hungry now. So it gives me immense pleasure in presenting you with my older brother, James Strawhorn. He's going to sing a love song from the heart. I have a feeling potentially it might get to #1 at Christmas. So, please help him out. And this year, and this is his first time performing as well. So,
well, it's the biggest audience I've had for a while, actually. So you're all in for a little treat here. Now, obviously, I've known Adrian for about 15 years, and he is an inspirational character. And of course, knowing him for that long, I thought, what's the least I can do? I started learning guitar about 3 years ago, and I can write a song, his own very own song. How do you feel about that, Adrian? It took a lot of working. I've been working on this for the last year, so you better like it. Right. Anyway, so and of course I'll do my best to sing loud for everyone. But for those who can't hear me, feel free to come down to the front, dance around, enjoy yourself.
Go James!
What's that? Go James! Go James! This is an X Factor. Yeah, I am a professional, Right. Anyway, it's simply called the Best Man Song. I couldn't really think of anything. It was the first day of Morrison's class. Serving customers was never allowed. Across the counter, he caught my eye. Would have known it'd be love at first sight. After the first night, just got mad. We were better friends, and that's for sure. If he had a problem, I had a cure. No, our love was too impure. Those warm nights in a drunken state, from Newcastle to Hull, things didn't change. As girl after girl came back to me, it's only I know him. Well, personally. Don't let Adrian cook this. Stay up late nights trying to write a song. Tell me his dreams and I sit up. Shared so much on those crazy nights. It felt so good. It felt so right. Then one night in your room, something changed. But what could it be? I tried to run shoulders, but he turned from me. One could just take him, my apron from me. When she walked into the room, she stole a shoe. my blessing.